Okay, I think the stream should be working. I am hoping because this has been pretty painful trying to set up. Turns out trying to do two streams at once is not easy. I'm currently trying to get this one to run. It says it's live. I know this one's working. Although I just lost everyone that's watching it. Can I just jump to YouTube? Your channel. I really do not want to touch OBS. Oh, that one's working. That one's working too. Hell yeah. Both streams are actually working. I have no idea if they're decent quality or not, but they're working. So I am just... Ah, crap. I gotta add one thing to OBS. I mean, do I really want to try risking that? Okay, gotta pop out chat, copy the URL, and hope that it doesn't crash when I change this. Shit. Shit. No, it still says it's live. Okay. Now I just need to try adding chat to this one. Where was it? It was properties. Control V. Okay, now it will actually work. Although it's on light mode, which kind of pisses me off, and it can't even be read. Yeah, fuck. Huh. Oh, I guess chat will just sit there in a unreadable form. I don't know how I would. Okay, this is my best option. Which one was crop again? No. Was it alt? Crap. Wait, did one of the streams stop? Shit. I can't tell, damn it. Okay. This is painful. You know what? You want to remove chat? Yeah, I'll remove that for now. I don't need that chat, I guess. Only reason I tried to have it was for the aesthetic. I'll close that. And launch Limbus. And just hope the streams don't fail. Because I do not think YouTube was made to stream two videos at once. I do not think it was made for that. So I'm just gonna have to hope it stays up. Yeah, my channel gets redirected over here. Oh yeah, my lunacies are low because when I got on in the morning, I had a bunch of lunacies from like, recent updates, so I just thought, no banner, might as well pull on Otis, because what's the chance of me getting her immediately off of a 10 pull? Well, this is apparently the odds. Immediately. I don't know whether to be disappointed or not. Good thing was I got to shove it in one of my classmates' face because they quit a gacha game because they lost a pull, and yeah. I just realised the short format may not go well with the game, but yeah. Okay, okay, so what's the splendid plan of yours? I didn't think there was words in this world except enough to describe that look on Heathcliff's face. It was certain that he was very expectations of Don Quixote and her plan, but there was this sliver of hope in his face, and maybe just a maybe, Don might rise to the occasion for once. That is beyond unlikely. It was unclear whether Heathcliff's internal struggle mattered much to Don Quixote. However, she began excitedly describing her plan. Didst thou, Sir Heathcliff, ever hear tale of the ancient and legacy fixer of Devat association, the Red Sack? The Red what? Like Virgilius? Well, it is said that the legendary Red Sack carried out his deliveries. No, oh, is this like some kind of Santa Claus? Are we doing a damn Christmas episode now? Red Sack carried out his deliveries, no matter how terrible the terrain or how arduous the journey to all corners of the city. And with him was his sidekick, Reindeer Man. I was gonna... So this bastard is helping Santa take toys to the people of the city. I don't want those I wouldn't want those toys. Don't know if anyone else would. I sure as hell wouldn't. Wait. Short use. Forsooth, his magnificence has given away gracious gifts for children of the city that he deemed to be kind. How the hell could a child of the city be kind? What, did he not shank someone for a... I don't even know where I'm going with that, to be honest, at the moment. Just plural, did he not shank anyone that week? Is that what it takes to be nice? This man to be deemed kind. This 'tis but common knowledge, Sir Heathcliff. He appears on the front cover of the Fixer Monthly every winter. Well, I don't think he reads. Don Quixote asked, sounding genuinely shocked to learn that Heathcliff did not know of this Red Sack. What makes you think I'd ever read rags like that? Fie to thee, rag, thou sayest, manager esquire, surely thou hast heard of this magnificent publication. Asking the amnesiac if they have read something. Wow, the idiocy. I knocked on my ticking clock head. I didn't really feel the need to spell it out for her. So, none of thee have subscribed to it then. Mine words fell on deaf ears. Anyhow, what matters to thee, Sir Heathcliff, is that thou endeavourest to make thyself more presentable than anyone else for this occasion, is it not? Finally, getting to the point. Go on. Very good, sir. A costume most befitting that occasion would be those. Are you telling him to dress up as a reindeer? That's how he's gonna get kicked out and banned from every park in the city. If he already isn't banned from them. This isn't gonna end well, is it? What, like those ridiculous fixer del Atral Ardry or whatever. 'Tis not ridiculous, Phi. Thou hast not even designed to indulge mine only wish that we would cosplay fixer de Atarser Ardient together. Thou hast not even given it a chance. Indeed, speak not a matter that now not about. With all that talk of a splendid plan, I thought you were actually going somewhere. But it all comes around to be fixer nonsense again. Eh? Don't even have the energy to beat the sense into you. I'll get to it later. 5 honest hits to the noggin should do it. When the sliver of hope on Heathcliff's face was beginning to rapidly fade, prithee, share thy thoughts of the fixes that we have laid our eyes upon thus far. What? Embarrassing were they, remember, were they not fancy and impeccable dressed? Close not to thy eyes and heart speak. Absolute embarrassing sods, yeah. That's Bandic's bloke from K-Corp. Looked like he'd leaped right out of a circus. Nay, Lord Siegfried was not embarrassing. I say that his outfit was rather dashing. Wouldn't you agree? Allow me to explain to thee the material of its fabric so that you may understanding. Excuse me, he's Heathcliff, Sir Heathcliff. I am yet unfinished. Huh. Why is that girlie so hyped today? Well, Lord Siegfried is a special outlier. Mayhaps, but dost thou not agree that most fixers are all rather well dressed and wore honour upon their sleeves? Honour upon their what? I don't know about that, but I suppose they were quite posh. Exactly, follow the eye and thou shalt see thyself dressed as impeccably and impressively as the fixers are. Is that right? Sod it. I know shit all about clothes or making myself look fancy. Right, so let's say I go along with your plan. Where are we going to get these? Honestly, everyone was right. Where are we even going to pick up clothes in the middle of a lake? Ah, yeah, I have thought of that as well. Recall the events of yesterday, the sirens that echoed across this bus, dost thou remember? Now that I think about it, there was a siren yesterday. It went off not long before I announced the close of business for the day. But Fowl said that backdoor volatility wasn't anything for us to worry about. Yet I was curious, how indeed does Faust determine which volatility is useful and which is not? This all, as all were crowded by the back door, preoccupied with returning to their respective quarters. I have secretly and stealthily availed myself to the chance to take a glance at that screen. So you took a peep at the screen. You know how to read those complex symbols? Nay, I myself had little hope of recognizing them, yet when I looked into them, I could very easily tell what the particular symbols on the device indicated. Forsooth, 'twere symbols of the red sack and reindeer man, and next to them was a symbol indicating posh outfits. Nope, it can't be that simple. Yeah, no, it can't be that simple. I agreed with Heathcliff. However, Don Quixote remained enthusiastic as ever, as though she was already expecting him to say that. Dost thou know? Ever so often certain symbols appear on the numerous doors past the back door. Huh? Every respite, every passing glance, I made sure to watch them carefully. And 'twas yesterday when in the corridor I spied myself the exact door with the exact same symbols that I witnessed on the screen. Don Quixote, you didn't. 'Tis my nature as an adventurer, you idiot. You absolute moron. I know that I have taken the sneakiest of peeks. Mary 'twas naught too foolhardy. I have only taken a small peek. And if I told thee that what I witnessed from within that all my deductions and predictions have been proven true, could thee find within thyself wait, let's just double check the stream. Is it actually working? I have taken the sneakiest of peeks. Yeah, that one's working. Yeah, that one's working. Yep, that one's working. So it does appear the streams are working. I am going to pop out chat, hopefully, and just throw that over there. Yeah, no one's watching anyway. So I could literally average view duration, so more than one ingestion is using the primary URL. Send one stream to primary error warning, the stream current bitrate, more than one primary URL. What? The primary URL, what does that mean? Looks fine to me. Call thee find within thyself to self-compassion to spare mine soul? You absolute muppet. Why in the bloody hell do you keep doing what everyone tells you not to? Right, Heathcliff, I just don't understand why some people keep doing things that everyone else tells them not to. Ahem. I remember when Heathcliff ignored all warnings and went into the restricted area past the area of the corridor that we're allowed to use. We almost lost Heathcliff that day. It was a tad different this time, however. Back then Heathcliff had no idea what was beyond the door, and this time we do. Are you suggesting that we call everyone over to explore that place? Nay, the three of us will be more than sufficient to handle this task. All tales begin with a party of three indeed. You're just scared of the consultation, aren't you? I have nary a clue as to what you may be referring to. The answer to this predicament was right there. Tell them that it's too dangerous and shove them back into their respective rooms to rest up for tomorrow. Manager Esquire, that zone indeed, it appeared to be a place most peaceful to mine eyes. 'Tis a simple task, is it not? All that we seek to do is to enter there and avail ourselves of a few sets of clothes for Heathcliff. It was obvious that Don Quixote wasn't helping Heathcliff out of pure kindness of her heart. Maybe she hungered for an adventure, or maybe she thought she might be able to do the cosplay of the fixer she admired. But if we can find Heathcliff something nice clothes to put his heart at ease, then maybe I can do something about this before things get out of control like it did last time when I just let sinner anxiety stew and exaggerate. Yeah, that's a word. Fine, but we're turning around at the first sign of danger. Seriously? Come on. You were willing to do it if it meant that you could pick up some clothes. Well, I suppose we'll be okay as long as Clockhead's with us. Yeah. Well said, then. Let us reconvene tonight before Mandra Squire's quarters. We shall knock in the following rhythm. Knock, 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 knock. Then thou shalt whisper a secret code, to which then I shall just go get some sleep. I really hope this wouldn't be a waste of time. We agreed on a precise time before returning to our respective rooms. Oh. Well, I'm gonna have to bring the rabbit, I think. Well, I have a choice. A dark silent night, all a sound asleep. Thus we assemble. This better be worth the trouble. It will be worth every trouble, of course. Now come hither. We quietly, sneakily followed Don Quixote, taking care to not make a noise. Are we really crossing this line? Bloody hell, don't you know what happened the last time I crossed it? Alas, it will be different this time. All we must do is follow the corridor immediately to the right of this delineation and open the door here. So they're the symbols she was talking about. Past the door, through the window, the symbol Don mentioned shimmered symbols that seem to indicate a sack, a wrapped present, and what appears to be fancy clothes. Huh. I guess she was actually right for once. That'll be a first. Normally, Don Quixote speaking purely from her insanity. But hey, maybe there is a very small amount of observational skills within that empty mind. So, also, I'm not a Don hater. I actually really like Don. They're actually my Discord and Steam profile, I'm pretty sure. So they're the red sack and the reindeer man symbols. Precisely. Right, I suppose you're the expert with these things. I'm going in. Hold on. Before I even had the chance to stop, and Heathcliff barged into the door, and we found ourselves almost getting dragged in by his sheer fervor. Oh. We found ourselves in a rather sizable room. This place was decorated with numerous Christmas-themed ornaments. Warm, cozy lighting reflected off the wooden floor, and a maze of conveyor belts were installed all over the place. This place is a factory? Quite. And what are those things? Those little children like... Hark, it is I. What the hell is she doing? The little figure Heathcliff indicated didn't exactly look like children. They all froze for a moment before turning around in our direction. They weren't humans, that's for sure. Give me back a moment. I have already parlayed with the fellows. What happened to the sneakiest of peaks? Oi, Clockhead, something's coming this way. A small but larger than other sound around it, figure scurfed over the stood before us. Lady Don Quixote, you finally grace us with your presence once again. And just as you did before, poof, appearing from the most unexpected places again. What's this, Don Quixote? The one who shall grant us the wonderful gift indeed. He rubbed his hands, or what I assume to be hands, together, looked up at us and stared. Pleased to make your acquaintance, you must be Lady Don Quixote's friends. My name is Doro, a gnome who works at this gift factory, and why, of course, I make gifts here. A gnome. Indeed, a gnome. Was that supposed to be obvious? What are gnomes anyway? So they're not humans, right? Yes, these fellas are not humans. They're gnomes. Yes, Geo course, not human gnomes. Hum. Didn't think non-humans are allowed in the city. They're not abnormalities or distortions either. They're something else. The city, I knew it. Well, why does it matter if they are not human? What truly matters is the heart with which they commit themselves to work. It is. Gee, of course, you are absolutely right, miladium. Why are his teeth covered in blood? Didn't the Doror gnome say something weird about the city just now? So that wasn't just me, huh? Well, yeah, his teeth are covered in blood. This is Dororo cut in on our conversation. Do the friends of Lady Don Quixote wish for any presents, Say we have fancy clothes and powerful weapon, our delicious cookie, Fancy clothes, so you really have them? Looks like we've got a winner, Well then, please, this way. The gnome said something about introducing us to the reception hall and led us to a certain room in his scuffling gait. This seems more like a storage space than a reception hall. Oh, behold, this is a warm fireplace and a table in the cozy place. What more could there possibly ask for? And we have some delicious refreshments ready for you as well. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Sorry if it was a late reply. I just noticed your chat, sorry. The gnome bowed, opening the door, and scuttled out of the room. Are reception halls usually this barren? I've never been in one before, so you have, Dante. Literally the opening room of K-Corp's reception hall. I have never been in one before, so I had no idea if this was what they were supposed to look like. I had to ask. Especially because it was starting to get pretty obvious, even with my rather limited experience, that there was something off about this whole situation. Yeah, being walked about by a non-human. Those things aren't allowed in the city. I have once heard the rumor that this kind of decor has been catching on in recent years. Yeah, I have heard that too. Apparently it's popular for some blokes to just deliberately leave their stuff lying around in some whole half-finished looking buildings. Is that what this is? Still, their heart, Manager Esquire, I shall personally be responsible for this expedition and claim ourselves shiny gifts. If push comes to shove, I could nab some of these. I saw them packing some shiny, expensive-looking stuff over there. No thievery this time, Heathcliff. Has the incident with the hair coupons already left your mind? Oh, blimey. Fine. Heathcliff was as foul-mouthed as always, but it was evident from his relaxing expression that his anxiety was starting to ease. Maybe the fact that we're here, about to find what we're looking for, was a comforting thought. Heathcliff, is it that important that you dress well for this occasion? Oh yeah. A rather delicate but gentle, smoldering heart, calm, silent air, a perfect atmosphere to bring up uncomfortable subjects for some honest heart to hear. Or is it someone waiting for you there? Someone who you'd like to dress up for? Well, I suppose you're not completely wrong. Ooh, a secret is it? Is it? Don Quixote excitedly and loudly bragged her chair up close to Heathcliff. I have to go back as a successful man, as someone of great worth. I mean, you're immortal now. Guess I would put a lot of worth on you. So that they know that I've changed and that I'm no longer that witless brigand Heathcliff. That's why I have to dress posh when I return, to appear like a man of quality. Oof, has someone stoked the fire of envy within thy stomach? Is this about revenge, like Ishmael? Revenge? Heathcliff leaned back on his chair. It creaked as he rocked gently back and forth. There was a look of deep introspection on his face, which was, if my memory serves me right, a thirst. Well, I suppose you could call it revenge, but what I really want to do is make her regret. Yeah, that's what this is. I'll show them. I'll trample over those bastards who thought I was worth shit. So that she'll regret not choosing me, so that she will feel that regret down to the deepest reaches of her heart. I'll prove to Kathy that there was no better man for her than I. Cassie? Heathcliff's eyes trembled a little as he speaks her name. He's mentioned that name before. His eyes tremble. Crap. Okay, sorry about that. Someone just came into my room. His eyes trembled, them too. And this Cassie must be someone pretty important to you. Of course, bloody important. So what happened between the two of you? Between you and Kathy? Catherine, to be exact, and I call her Cassie. It's a long and complicated story. Allow mine intrusion to speak for thee. This Cassie must be thy lover, is she not? Wait, is that what she is to you? Huh? No, it's nothing like that. Okay, maybe a little bit. He's stuttering like Sinclair on a bad day. While his disposition was as Risque, as always, I could clearly see that he couldn't stop himself from smiling from a mere mention of her name, and that gave me more than enough answers. Every sinner had a reason for joining Limbus Company, so maybe Heathcliff's joined Limbus Company for this Cassie person. Makes me wonder what kind of person she might be, though. Someone that special, that precious to Heathcliff. Don't be so overdramatic, that ain't me. No, I do think not out of my obligations as a manager, but I'm starting to think that I want to help you out so that you could be the best man you could be for her. Indeed, we shall be all be. People of Kasunk. I heard a door open in that very moment. It wasn't a reception hall door, that one was made of wood and wouldn't make the sound that I just heard. This sound came from over there, always from a dark corner of the room. Then we heard sounds of metal scraping against the wood. It was accompanied by a howling blizzard. So those were the slime marks, huh? It's a huge sledge, What are those? Yeah, those are blood. A huge sled slime made its way across the wooden floor. On the marks that were already on the floorboards, it was flanked by several gnomes. The sleigh was red, and the sacks on it were either black or red. But they were all littered with flesh and blood. We got your next batch of ingredients right here, my back home. Come on, friend, Just think about the look on our friends' face when they open their presents, All is gonna worth it. Of course, you're all good worth it. Here, The gaggle of gnomes who were walking in our direction as they chatted and gossiped froze in place upon noticing us. Quite lollygagging, Quit chatting and help us out, We got a lot of press, Besides, we brought some live ones this time, I think I saw some sacks on the sly move. No, they were trashing like something was trying to escape. Is that... Grab your weapon, girl. What is the matter with these fellows are but hard work? Hello, is there someone out there? Please help get me out of here. What a joyous day, This one's fresh, No. But they're human, Did Manager Doru bring him in, How'd he manage to bring in humans so fresh, So all along the factory has been... Oh boy. Knew his teeth were covered in blood. I called it. Why the hell would this guy be so buff if he wasn't gonna try beating us? Sorry, I'm eating food while playing this. I could hear a familiar voice coming from the other door in the room as Don Quixote stood there flabbergasted. Doru's done a blunder, That sleigh wasn't supposed to be coming here, Don't you worry, Just a little game between us gnomes. That's your excuse. Master Doru. Doru's listening, Tell me the contents of those sacks. Raw materials for presents, of course, Besides, Lady Don Quixote, Doru's prepared those fancy clothes for you and your friends to wear, Why don't we head right out to What raw materials are they? Doris tired of humans like you. You lot of what I say about using this storage space, I told you this one was off limits, What are you gonna deliver? Nothing but disappointment to our neighbor, even though they await gifts from our factory, Oh, my bad, and I already told the factory director to look forward to this batch, Huh? What was I thinking? This was absolutely not worth it. I know what you're thinking, Clockhead. So quit sighing and start stargazing. We gotta get out of here, eh? Yeah, sitting here and feeling sorry for myself won't do anything. It never did. Got it. Grab your tools, fresh, locally produced materials coming up, Right then, let's crack on, you little shitbags. One v one, hell yeah. Shoot the bastard. Doot. Green. Humanomes. Man, those things are creepy. And go across the bottom. No, you show 'em. Okay, now we're versing 3 of them, and I guess I'll go purple. Then I will graze the grass, followed by that. Then that. Over breeze. Over breath. Dual strike. Poison. And you failed. Quick suppression. Oh yeah. Oh crap, I'm out of ammo. And Don's getting beaten. Okay, there are a few more waves. Heathcliff is out of ammo. Expel ammo, on hit. Hit. It doesn't. And this one has a few hits that don't use ammo. Human. Okay, now he's staggered and Don is awake. Okay, let's go unopposed. That. Favored, unopposed. Dual strike. Catch breeze, and then overbreathe. And now dominating, unopposed, dominating that. I'm just trying to grab ones that don't have an ammo component. Kind of wish I had a better ID for Don. But I'll make do with what I have. Really, probably could have brought Heathcliff by himself. What am I missing for Don? I'm missing blue. And none of us have blue. So, unopposed, dominant, kind of forced to do that. That's not gonna work. Go like that. Yeah, this isn't gonna go well. Hmm. But it appears the red attacks are good against all of them, so let's just do a full-on red line. Do that, then like that. And failed. Come on, Don, you can do it. You're very close to death, but you can still do it. Nothing can stop you, you absolute gremlin. No, you shall. Oh, there's another done. Okay, red. Gonna have to do purple. Red. Nope, purple. Purple. Red. And gonna have to do a green there, then red. Oh wait, I'm almost all dead. Nope. Let's remove this. These were some fierce sods. That fault lied with me. Lies with me. The fault lies with me. The light of confidence had completely faded from Don Quixote's face, so did her enthusiastic voice. No, I should have thought this plan through. Well, if we were to find someone to blame, the biggest fault would lie with me, the manager. Maybe I should have turned around the moment I sensed something was off. Alas. With that, Don Quixote marched towards the now abandoned sleigh. This is several mutilated bodies tumbled to the ground as soon as Don undid the knot tying the sack. Damn it, I was afraid that this was what we'd find inside the sacks. There were a total of 7 or so people in the sack, but they were all missing a few limbs. They were barely breathing, and some of them had already passed. I've never seen their style of clothing before. Looks like we're pretty far from where we were. I've seen similar worn and torn clothes in the back streets, but the clothes they wore was of material and style that I'd never seen before. The back door must have sent us pretty far. Faust did tell me that each district within the city had different culture and so on. Doesn't really matter, does it? They'll die soon, and it's not like you can turn the clock for them. Let's just get back on the bus. No, nay, this person here is intact. Hark, get a hold of thyself. Art thou the one who requested our help earlier? Oh, it's a child. They're gonna die. This is the first time they've introduced an actual, well, second time, and they're not shy for killing children. Who are you? I Don did the most damage. That's, weird. Damn, I'm gonna the XP for it. How many of these things are there? There are 10 more. Oh, I can bring a lot of people in this time. So it's Pierce, and I can't bring them in. Pierce and Red do the most. Give me a second. Your clothes are all weird looking. I guess you're not from the village. The child was dressed in torn and fatted clothing. From the way that's a girl? She looked at us. I could tell that she found us rather fascinating. She soon woke up from her momentary shock. Anyway, thank you for saving me. My name's Crayon and Clockwork Teeth. The kid pointed at me and backed away in terror. Oh, the hell are you talking about, that clockhead? My name's Dante. Clockhead, but I heard that the clockwork teeth look like clocks. I guess I also heard that they don't show up this high. I've never seen a monster like that before, though. Ah, but they are not a monster. This is none other than our very own manager, Esquire. Thanks for the intro, I guess. But I can't hear anything but the tick-tocking of the clock. Well, Manager Esquire has their reasons. Art thou unharmed? Yeah. Looks like the other people who were dragged here with me weren't so lucky, though. The child looked at the mutilated corpses with a despondent look on her face. Don Quixote cast a sympathetic gaze. So they were all neighbors from your village? Yeah, but our village will soon send the hunters to save us. As long as they can get here, they can... Hunters? I wasn't sure what exactly she was talking about, so I was about to ask her what she meant. But this reception hall storage room suddenly began to fill with gas of unknown origin. What's this now? Quick cold as I breathing. An odd plume of gas, its hue red and green, began to fill the room. This gas, it's same gas from when I was kid. The three of them, including Crayon, passed out and slumped to the floor. Yeah, something like this has happened before when we walked right into a room full of toxic gas which killed everyone. Looks like this gas only knocked them out, though. That's a relief, at least. Guess I should consider myself lucky that my clockhead isn't affected by these things. Yeah, I gotta hide. As soon as I hid myself in a corner, a crowd of gnomes rushed through the door Doru came in from. Gas masks, so they used sleeping gas on us. Is that all that's left of Manager Doru, all that talk of snagging treetops, not raw materials. Ah, damn it. Shriom, all accounted for. I suppose, they're all fast asleep with the sleeping powder, so don't y'all worry yourselves about harming the good homes. Well, let's make the good wombs. They picked up Don Quixote, Heathcliff, and Crayon one by one and loaded them onto the sleigh. With that, they left, closing the door behind them. And through it all, I couldn't do anything but watch. Right, looks like this is my time to shine. I'll rescue three of... No way. I should have listened to when Ishmael offered to teach me self-defense. Well, what do I do? This harsh truth dawned on me every time we face total annihilation. The truth that, on my own, I am completely useless. If they were with us, I could at least bring them back, but none of the sinners are here with me. What good am I without them? It's a miracle they managed to survive this far. Miracle? What miracle? Come on, get a hold of yourself. Great, now I'm hearing things. You're not hearing things, Manager. Were you really here? Do you even know what a mess it was up there when we realized that the three of you just vanished in thin air? I bolted up and looked towards the voice there. I saw another door, and from it the rest of the sinners appeared one by one. Guys. Oh boy, looks like I forgot about the slight spoiled and... I will inquire about this incident later, Dante. But now, command us in battle. What is this, New ingredients, Let's kick their asses on. Reinforcements, damn it. Not enough to use the smell as a red attack. Where are these bounces coming from? I want to finish the last of them. Okay, click one right for that one. Oh, I did it in 10. Cool. What? Wait, does he have red? No, he does not have red. He doesn't have red either. Oh well. He wasn't that good last time. Do we have anyone else that I could use? Oh wait, yeah, he is definitely an option. I have a different Fausted that I could use. Not really. Use him. And of course, the good old Gregor. Greggy, my boy. Enter. Thanks everyone. How did you find me? We entered via the back door. Your signal were no longer detected from within the bus premises. Then every sinner was immediately summoned from their respective rooms for the search. And so soon after our break started, Dante, let's try to not do anything like this again. Even if you are the executive manager, rogue behavior such as this possible is a great risk. Please be wary of that. I'm sorry, sir, how did you guys find us? I have deduced it. As for late Heathcliff, was in a constant state of unease considering the nature of our circumstance, I conjured that thee was ought to have had to do before our arrival at T-Corp. On the day in which the backdoor volatility siren echoed, Don Quixote made a relatively delayed return to the back door. And come the next day, she requested for me and Miss Faust an encyclopedia for common symbols used in the city. Yes, so Faust lent her a few volumes. Ever since receiving the volumes, Miss Don Quixote sat next to me and pursued the page with a rather enthusiastic expression on her countenance. Although I could not converse with her on account of my conditions, I do recall that the following words were repeatedly uttered: cosplay, costume, sack. In summation, I surmise that Miss Don Quixote witnessed a series of symbols that caught her attention when the siren blared, and Faust was aware of the door on which those symbols were drawn. Based on that information, the siren were able to find their way here. We engaged several entities on the corridor on our path to the store. Good thing we only ran into weaklings, though. An irreversible death of a sinner could have occurred in the process. Do you understand? Engaging hostile forces in our absence carries an exceeding high level of risk. We could have been lost forever in some corner of the corridor as bodies never to be retrieved nor revived. Please comprehend that the weight of your responsibilities and the risk your independent actions carries. You must survive, executive manager, no matter what. Do I make myself clear? I've never seen Otis look at me like that. Her gaze was cold and ruthless. Your survival was as a lucky coincidence, Dante. The sequence of those symbols are not supposed to be interpreted in such a haphazard manner. I'm really sorry, I didn't know what else to say. I believe that is enough, but NDQ. Yeah, Don Quixote, Heathcliff, where'd the pair run off to? Oh, that's, I told them exactly as the events transpired. Seriously, how'd you all three even manage to survive this far? Alright, manager, but I'm sure you heard enough from the others, so I won't say more, but where exactly are we? Hey, which district is this? This cold. We could have somewhere in one of the northern districts of the city, or we are not in the city. What do you mean? I mean that we are not in the city. Those intelligent organisms called gnomes are part of a special surviving in the outskirts, commonly known as monsters of the outskirts. Monsters again after all that we faced at the lake. They weren't exactly like the whales, though we could communicate with the gnomes. They were just like people, except smaller. So we're in a completely different region in the outskirts. I would have liked to explore the area if the circumstances permitted. Looks like structure seems to have been custom built for the gnomes, considering how small everything is here. This is the outskirts. We can go back, right? As long as the door we entered through remains open, yes. It is open for now. What if it closes? Then an unexpected journey begins. We will have to trek the distance from the outskirts back to the city, which will be a significant endeavor in both time and effort. Isn't that a bit dangerous? More gnomes. Where's this sound coming from? Let's strike down, get a tool. Dante, come hither to the back of the line. The door slammed open and gnomes began flooding into the room. We prepared ourselves for battle. Oh, battle, fresh ingredients, so. One is better. I'll use that one. You gain insight before using that one. And let's yeah, let's just use that one. Oh, got inside. Now, two more of the bloody bastards. Does she have enough? Yeah, she does. There we go. It's like trying to send them out. I just have no way of getting green. I'm literally just going to do that because I want to look at the overclock of that. I was going to say that didn't really do much damage, but that was actually pretty decent. Oh well. He's dead. Ah, shit. That's what I get for not paying attention. Looks like I'm dead on. And reinforcement zone. Their flesh is weak on. I can see their similarities with humans, but they certainly aren't humans. Except for their odd verbal quirks. These monsters are impressively communicative. I don't even know if they should be categorized as monsters. Their definition is often arbitrary. Some may call them monsters, yet others may call them members of a different sentient race. I appreciate your analysis, but we should probably get moving. We don't know where Heathcliff and Don Quixote are. We always say the right thing at the right time, Executive Manager. Exploring the outskirts area will carry higher risks than our usual operations ground. To ensure that the manager's safety, we must first establish a more structured plan. Boom. Well, I'd say the easiest answer would be leave the two of them, but the easiest path isn't always the right one. Ishmael kicked open the door and gnomes rushed from. Come on, let's go. We'll protect the manager and save Heathcliff and Don. We'll show that one on, or that support on. Is there anything else I want to, I should switch out him for her. Is... There we go. Yeah, goodbye now, a sorrow in you. Can't wait till next Walpurgis. Celebration for the departed. I really wish I managed to get the, id. So... I mentioned Shredder needs green, so I might want to grab his green whenever I see it. Next up, Celebration of the departed, solemn lament for the living. Dominating. Let's go that. Kinda have to go that. And how much charge do I smell have? Just too little. I'm really afraid to just like move my mouse to the right corner, to my rightmost monitor, because I am afraid the OBS will just crash. Got 10 charge, shall we use that? Actually, no, I'll use that. It's not targeting an enemy that's worth using it on. Let's go like that. So who's Ishmael targeting? Ishmael is... Okay, let's use that. And we'll go into that. Not worth using that. We'll use that. Not worth using that. Let's go across the bottom. And victory. And let me guess, Solomon did the most damage. Yep. One handgun, congratulations for the departed dead. The other lamentation for the living bound in living stead. The shield and solemnity all now grieve them nevermore. I continue using Solomon Lament. So no egos, but that one does have egos. And I might as well continue with this team. Yep, no story. Just straight to battle, I guess. Immediately get the green. And let's get that. Get that. Do that, and that. Yeah, this is the only way I can check up on stream stats. And if they're working. Orange, blue, gold, blue. I don't think I've ever run out of ammo whenever using him. I don't think I've ever run out of ammo. Okay. Suppose now's a good time to use an ego. And she is nowhere near enough charge. Use that, go down. Use red. And gold. And red. And blue. And that. And orange. Where the sea brain leads through umbrellas. Okay, that did pretty good damage. Oh, where's the last guy? I'm just gonna click auto. Even if we lose, even if the others lose, Solomon Lament will finish him. Hopefully. Maybe not. Whoop, looks like Chloe is at my door. You shouldn't down right? Where's Chloe? Chloe, did you say down to the hospital? Huh? Okay. Probably soon. Why? Yep, I will. Love you. Here you go, puppers. Back to my stream then. Let's just not bring her. So now that I've had some time to look around out here, this factory appears to be a gift factory. I see, so there are factories like these that produce gifts. Christmas decorations everywhere. There's still some time until Christmas, though. Sinclair looked to the ground with a somber expression. I didn't need to ask to know how he was feeling. I wonder if monsters exchange gifts with each other. They didn't seem like the most hospitable sort. There is a possibility that they may be contractors to one of the wings in the city. I wanted to say no chance, but the city and the wings that were experienced so far were, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, there was a non-zero chance that that being the case. And all that made out of humans. Alright, let's kick some non-human butt. And he's dead. That's a nice chunk of damage. Reinforcements have, of course, come. Red, green, orange, dark blue, purple, purple. Okay, looks like their varmint's been wiped out. What am I missing? I'm missing another yellow. No, I'm missing nothing. Anyway, let's do that. But man, we've already wiped them clean. By some means, there are still more of them though. It should be pretty easy to, let's say, remove them. Yep. Standoff. Or that the seeping rain may leak through the umbrellas. Yet again, a large chunk of damage. Wiping one dude out, almost killing another. After spending some time battling gnomes and trash in the gift factory, we soon realized that the gifts that conveyor belt were moving weren't your average gifts. Is that a foot? Is that a sign with the drawing of a foot? What's that doing there? This one is adorned with a depiction of an eyeball. These gifts appear to be made from materials that do not normally go into building these items. Their shapes are of teddy bear, oil pastel boxes, toy trains, but they are abnormally high concentrations of protein and phosphorus. However, the decorations and the lights are made of proper materials. They must have salvaged the waste expelled from the city. It's obvious. GMFH. Yo, g'day, Dan. I have, updated the stream, as you can see. And someone's at my door. Be right back. Thank you. I found it while scrolling limbuscompany Reddit. Let me see if I can actually find the original thing. No, fuck. Not that. Where did I get the original thing from? Fuck. I'm really afraid to do anything that involves OBS at the moment, because I'm just terrified that it will just completely break it. Where was the thing that I found? Stream element? No. Oh yeah, this thing. This is where I got it from. It's a completely free, thing. They also do one for Lobotomy Corporation. Gifts made from humans. More stuff made from human sacrifices. I guess the outskirts isn't so different from the city. What's really concerning is who are these gifts for? Who in their right mind would want anything like these? Who knows which folks with screwed up perversions? Maybe that's who they're for. So... if they're making gifts out of people, his clan, Dante, will the gnomes turn them into gifts too? I don't recall them saying something about it locally produced materials. Then we must move with haste. I have discovered a location with a high probability of their presence, presuming that they haven't been turned into gifts yet. After a long silence, Salt spoke up. He pointed in a direction. Also, I'm gonna change once the stream is over, I'm gonna change the non-short one to have a different name, because I really thought that it would not take this long to get to the Weathering Heights. And I kinda named the stream that with anticipation of it. So yeah, I probably should have made a Christmas joke. There, the place says gift assembly. Yeah, I know, I kept on running into problems with that. I tried fixing it for like 20 minutes. I kinda gave up. I'm deadly afraid of doing anything with OBS at the second. I'm afraid to even drag stuff. Because it keeps glitching out, so I'm worried it's just gonna crash, because YouTube and OBS was not made to stream on on the same platform for two different instances. Because I'm currently both streaming to YouTube Shorts and YouTube, and it was not designed to do that, and it is not happy in the slightest. So, I'm afraid if I do literally anything, it will just crash. Yeah, fuck. Oh well. Let's go green. Do that attack. Cause, yeah. And double purple. And these gnomes are the weirdest enemies. That's what the bloody chickens are weird. Now let's go that. Kinda have to go that. Let's go that. Auto defensive one, because that's all struggling, and light blue. How much is left for, I need to get one more. Wait, no, I gotta get one more. And I'm getting a phone call, be right back. Okay, I am back. Yeah, now I actually have transitions. In fact, where the interval takes place is the outskirts. Oh yeah. Well, to be fair, I don't think these things would ever be allowed inside the city. Unopposed. If target has vengeance mark, inflict 1 plus coin next turn. Inflict 1 vengeance coin. What do these things even eat? Do they like consume human flesh or something? The head will kill all of them. Yeah, any if something is not even remotely human, they are destroyed. Which shows how lucky Dawn is considering she wasn't erased by the head. Deemed to be just human enough. Ah, okay. Nope, it appears that by the time I get to it, it will have ended. But I've somehow still managed to remain completely blind to what happens in it. I just realized that dude has a meat tenderizer on him. I thought he had some kind of saw. Actually, no, he does have a saw. It just looks like a meat tenderizer at some angles. Okay, maybe that was a bit of a waste. You know. Yeah. From what I know about Conto 6, it would be pretty hard to improve on what it did. But again, I don't know much. And, oh, they have returned Don and Heathcliff. So, wait, what skills does, you know, I'll switch him back in here. I'll bring you and who else? I'll bring you. I think I'm hearing some odd noises from in there. Yeah, a rather high-pitched SOS is also a good indicator of wonderful happenings. Can you not giggle about sounds of screaming, please? I am familiar with this tone. The decibel range of the screaming is an exact match with Don Quixote. Wait, you have yet to conduct a threat assessment of the combat area. The area appears to be a closed-off space, which means, Otis, where Heathcliff was us, he would have said as such. Said what? I think I know. How bloody frustrating. Quit whining, pick up your tools and get cracking. Hey, that was pretty close. Ishmael soon blasted the door open with a powerful kick. Meanwhile, where the bloody hell are we? Why am I tied up? Ah, that is, some assembly line, if I do say so myself. I regretfully say that we are quite screwed. For so, we are fated to become toys in a hydraulic press. Oh yeah, I got her completely by accident. Because in the morning, I just logged on to update the game and collect the modules. And I noticed that after collecting the update tokens, I had enough to do a 10 pull. So I thought, it's a brand new banner. What's the chance I get it the first 10 pull I do? And then I got it. Also, hydraulic press. It appears that when the time cometh I shall be turned into a roly-poly toy myself, that resists with every fall. Oi, shut your trap and do something, we gotta get out of these binds. Sir Heathcliff, I apologise profusely. 'Tis true that there was the teeniest bit of selfishness within me, that I wished to procure the Red Sacks cosplay set for myself, however. It was no lie that I wished to find an impeccable outfit. Why then, why do I keep getting messages? That's what I wonder. When you turn the internet off, can you check the front door is locked, please? Love you, good night. Okay. Definitely I wish to find an impeccable outfit. You little shit, I knew that this was gonna happen. Once I'm out of these binds, so at least thou shalt become an elaborate pocket watch. Damn clocks again. I think they're going to turn me into a box of colored pencils. 24 vibrant natural colors or so it says. Actually, you know, I think I can see. Actually, yeah, that does look like a gal. We're not seen living raw material in a while. But they're a bit loud. Can you see if my ears are bleeding? The more they scream, the happier reception this will be. Then let's cut a room. Boom. Heathcliff, Don Quixote, and what a relief, there's not been turned into gifts yet. Whistle, quite cozy in here. Everyone, how? Seeing how far you are in the interval already, I think you might be able to finish the next interval after this. There's another one, damn it. We're here for you, Heathcliff. Clockhead. Damn it, didn't think I'd ever be this glad to see your mug. Looks like we got here in the nick of time. Heathcliff was about to be shoved in the gift-making hydraulic machine press. Yeah, I've gotten a little bit better at voices. I have hewn your straps descent. I have hewn your straps descend. Look, I'm not type to wear my heart on my sleeve, but after you got saved me from getting turned into a pocket watch, I have to say that you absolute idiot. You two had one job, to remain by the executive manager's side, yet you let yourself be captured like this. You know what? Forget it. Right, get a hold of yourself, you two. Manager, what now? Well, we gotta trash this place. Come on, get ready to wear your identities. Time to switch clothes. You know, another thing about it, I probably should use defensive attacks. considering I only brought 4 to a 5 fight. Anyway, like that. Oh yeah, replenish ammo whenever I kill something. Forgot about that. Let's do that, and let's try that. I've had horrible luck with coins, so hopefully that will translate well. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Well, at least he served as a bullet sponge. Goodbye now, a sorrow in you. Heathcliff's back. I don't know if this spoiler, but the intervalo is only here for outskirt law and some little stuff for Heathcliff and Don. Oh yeah. I remember seeing a video talking about this intervalo at some point. Don't remember a lot about it, but people had complaints about it. It's decent, but not the best intervalo that I've seen. Although it is nice, a bit of the information on the outskirts. And Heathcliff is dead. Okay, go that, and then that, because, yeah. Just go like that. I absolutely love the aesthetic of Lament. Pure aesthetic. I would copy the man's drip, but my dad would probably disown me if I started walking around with a coffin on my back, while also being wearing a suit. Government probably wouldn't like it either if I had 2 guns. Damn Australia. Wonder what they're gonna do with a child. After we defeated the horde of gnomes, Don Quixote and Heathcliff fell to their knees before everyone. I also knelt down, feeling like I should be down there with them, but Otis tightly pulled me to the side. I feel bad for those two. I am ready, cometh Lady Otis. You absolute buffoon. How do you even think that this was going to turn out okay? Are you even aware of the risk executive manager took to get here? How worried they were about you two? Well, accordingly, Actually, Clockhead was on it from the... Silence! Do not refer to the executive manager with such delegation language, insolent fool. Twas mine fault, 'twas mine fault. My mother used to scold me like this in my youth. Otis did not seem to slow down at all with her stern scolding, and the pair felt completely silent, their heads hung low. I decided to wander away from the scene. This guilty conscience was too much for me to bear. Is Crayon doing okay? Yes, she merely lost her consciousness from excess psychological shock. How did you find yourself at a place such as this? You are a human, right? And we're really in the outskirts. Crayon initially appeared somewhat taken back from the deluge of questions, but she soon began to open up. So you're really from the city? I'm from the Cloud Town, in a village of the north side of the outskirts. I can't do a voice for this. Are there really a lot of monsters like those gnomes out here that can speak? Yeah, there is some more monsters out here. Other than the gnomes, I've seen a few of them myself, but the village elders told me about the rest. Our village was built to keep the monsters out, to keep us safe. If this didn't happen, we'd all be preparing dinner back at the village by now. Yay. Gotta love boss fights. Have a absolutely great track record with them. So they raided your village. Yeah, and they attacked us with the hunters were gone, so we normally don't get raided by them around this time of year, so I thought we were safe, but they suddenly attacked us, rushing in on their sleighs. Some of us tried to fight, but we didn't stand a chance, and everyone that they killed got shoved in the sacks on that sled. I passed out from fright, and they thought I was dead too. I got shoved in the sack like the rest of the villagers. Oh, we forced you to talk about something that could have been easy to go through. I'm sorry. No, it's okay. Can I ask things too? Anything? Is it right that crayon boxes in the city have 48 different colors, and they have gold and silver colored crayons too? Probably. And there's just people in the city, right? No monsters like the gnomes that try to kill us, right? It's kinda hard to answer that, actually. Sometimes I'd climb a high hill to look at the city. I always saw pretty colorful lights from up there. So colorful that I didn't have enough colors in my crayon box to draw them all. I wish I could live in the city. If I lived there, I'd never have to worry about getting attacked by monsters. I could live happily. Man, this kid would have such a rude awakening. You can't have Christmas events without the Fat Man himself. That is true. The Fat Man and his minions will always come for Christmas. You really never been to the city, huh? SSE. I'm sorry? Same story everywhere, doesn't matter where you are, death always stalks us. Whoa, that was so cool. Can you say that again? Huh? That was cool? Oh, did you guys see anyone else nearby by any chance? I don't think we ran into any other humans out here. No, but he has to be here to save us. Who do you mean? The best hunter of Cloud Town. If he was at the village, the gnomes would have... It appears that in the outskirts, there are hunters who specialize in hunting monsters, akin to whalers of the Great Lake, that is. But wait. So if they kidnapped and killed humans for these gifts, who are these gifts for? Queso! Of course the gifts are for our poor and kind neighbors who do not cry. Executive Manager, retreat. I don't know what has happened, but a large shadow was looming over us. What is that thing? I am Shanta, bringer of gift to our neighbors. Ho, ho, ho. I cannot do a Christmas thing. If you come into my room, be careful. Need to walk on the okay. The man himself is here. Yep. Wrapped in Christmas lights. And with the gut the size of the Titanic. The guffing giant, garbed in red, carried a massive gift sack on its shoulders. It was definitely not a human. Yeah, it was that one of the boss. Yeah, there is no way that thing is human. Hell, you would think that the head would have intervened with this thing. You know, blight of the city and all that. Lol, the crimson garb. That is the crimson garb that I spoke of. The pair immediately jumped for their knees and began shouting in unison. That's a red sack outfit. Oi, then he's already... No, the reindeer man too. Shut it! Cut the useless chatter for once. After silencing the pair with a short, stern command, Otis approached me and spoke in a low voice. Executive Manager, since he appeared to be of an intelligent species, I will attempt to parley with it, but we best prepare for a battle in case we talk full through. Yeah, that's a good idea. What do you mean by neighbors, wings, clients of the city? Oh, but we are denied entry to the city, are we not? Is that big lump of meat a gnome too? It happened to overhear the gnomes during our time in captivity. They call the master bear giant, which I believe is not a gnome. A giant? There really are kinds of monsters out here, huh? Dante, that's not an abnormality, is it? No, that's not an abnormality or a distortion. I'd say it's closer to the whales. Pretty good description. Oh, do you yearn for gifts too? Yet the kind already owns all there is to own. We and our neighbours in the outskirts wish so dearly for that very day, that only day we are allowed joy and comfort in human gifts. I see, you produce toys out of humans and gift them to those who harbour hatred for humans. Out of pure goodness of your heart. Here we're all those who have been marginalized and exiled by humans. Gather and wallow. We pour our infinite hatred and care into packing these gifts. Ho, ho, ho. Quit the verbose way of saying I refuse to negotiate. Ho, ho, why do you come here and join us? Become joy to those who need it. I'm almost done. Finish it. Do I want to switch anyone else in? No, that should be fine. I cover both Slash, Pierce, and Blunt. We won. Dominating. I'm literally just gonna attract that dude. So I can get his horse. No you show him. No you show him. Human gnome. Did he really evade all those shots? Damn it. Fresh meat on. And they're all dead. What the hell is my cousin doing in the other room? Damn it. Oh well. Let's get these bastards dead. And I have to use his third. And I'm just going to click win rate for that last one. Except I'm going to change that to that and that to that. How low is the sanity? -6. Throw him at that. And then he can attack that. Next up, we will get this. Try and deal with that creature. And then we'll send Otis and Salt to deal with them. Oh, yes, that's actually pretty decent. Oh, that did quite a lot of good damage. And come on. So weird to me that this is the first Outskirts boss I'm not sure we ever get in a PM game. That is true. That is actually really weird. Considering how important the Outskirts is to, like, the story. I would think they'd have more. But meh. Okay, he lost that, so do that. And he'll die with literally that attack, so let's change up that. Bullet to the head normally deals with it, and then the jolly old bastard. I need green for those, so I can't use any of them. How low is he for sanity? It is kinda low. Wait, I just realized, damn it. Okay. I'll have a spine attack, because most likely that's gonna summon stuff. And I'll use that. You've got to be kidding me, damn it. Dominating. Yeah, this is the least strong boss I have ever fought. Damn golden apple gave more trouble than this guy. Yep. What even are his skills? Be the joy, be the comfort. Here's a gift. Let's get packing. Time to get boxed. Okay. I didn't even look at the skill contents, I just read it. Anyway, let's just do that, and that, and that, and that, and then let's just get that limb destroyed. I was even moving, we broke his spine. I mean, sure, he may be a monster, but one does not tend to move after their spine's been shattered. Also, I am getting a new mic within 5 days, so my audio quality will hopefully improve. I think that's a nice detail to say. And he's dead. Humans, I'll separate the flesh from your bones. Santa's gut suddenly began to expand. All of you, hold your breath. Suddenly, a large figure leaped out of the dark and slammed what looked like a stake into Santa's guts. Wow, 'tis a smell almost foul. I think I'm about to pass out. See you, Dan. A scent of potently fetid refuse lingered. Some sinners dropped to the floor while the others gagged profusely. Clearly this was a rather painful experience for all. This gas does not appear to be toxic, however, its scent seems to inspire an extreme level of discomfort in people. So you defeated a northern giant, yet you don't seem to know the proper procedure for what to do afterwards. Are you hunters from the city? Proper procedure. Immediately before death, a northern giant's body fills with a noxious gas before exploding in a rain of acid. The man who stalked Santa's guts explained as he approached us. You have to puncture a hole in its guts to let out the gas before internal organs condense it into acid flux, allowing it to cause a chain of reactions. Yikes. Also, the next intervalo is a slash intervalo. So everyone uses slash, but they're also weak to it as well. So Wild Honey Eucalyptus will be a good in this. Okay. That's good to know, thank you. Journey end. The stench won't come off. Who's that now? Mr. Domino. Also, the mini-boss in the next interval is easy, but not too easy, so don't take him lightly. Okay. Crayon, who'd been holding her breath with her fingers over her nostrils, ran up to the large man and hugged him. At least you're safe, Crayon. That's good. Cough. After stumbling for a moment due to the stench, most likely, Otis briefly gasped for air before approaching Domino. Hey, you, identify yourself. Name's Domino, I'm a monster hunter from the Cloud Town. I don't suppose I can call it a town anymore now there's just me and Crayon that's left. Relax, I won't even think of hurting any of you. So you're the hunter that girl mentioned. Otis relayed upon Domino's confirmation. She leaned on a wall and looked up to the floor in relief. Normally around this time of year, these monsters would have gone further north to a different village, so I was on an expedition to help them out. Looks like they decided to switch things up this time around. When I returned, they'd already finished their raid on our village and left. Damn it. They used to be predictable, attacking only right before Christmas. Do these tragedies happen often? Though I can't speak for the city, I can say that this is a common occurrence in the outskirts. It's a hellish place to live, if you can even call this a living. Survival alone is a miracle out here. There are a lot more places out here like this mockery of a gift factory. No, I can't say I've seen a factory like this anywhere else, but I can tell you one thing. Compared to some worse things that could have happened, this tragedy was nothing. That's the natural order of things in the outskirts. I do wonder sometimes if we were in the city, no matter how bad it gets in there, it must be better than living in hell. It was not easy contemplating to answer. The outskirts must be a hellish place to live, if what he's told me is anything to go by, but the city they admire so much isn't such a warm place itself, from what I've seen in my journey so far at least. Then accompany us back to the city. Don Quixote stopped herself, realizing that every other sinner was giving her a look of disapproval. Thank you for your kind words, at least. I wish it were that easy. If I could at least let this child enter the city somehow, just like that. But the city has no place to spare for this child, not even a small corner for it. Even if you were to somewhat make it past the city wall, there are countless variations of paperwork and procedure you must overcome before you can live the kind of life you desire. Ha! And what would people like us even do with such paperwork, and where would we find them out here? We're not students. We're not studied or worked to find a job in the city, as some youths of other villages do. Mister? There was an uncomfortable silence. Domino cleared his throat and continued. I must still extend my gratitude for keeping the girl safe until my arrival. I know a good way to extend your gratitude. Maybe you can extend us a nice pouch of shiny, jangly bag of... Rhodia's eyes were twinkling. The lingering strength made it difficult for her to spark, but she was determined to make her point. Something shiny and jangly, sure. Maybe I can give you a tour of some antique items I keep at home. Precious items salvaged from the locomotive tracks of the outskirts. Not something you'd see every day in the city, I'm sure. Items from the outskirts, that tour alone could be worth much more than just pure cash. Faust, there's still a decent chance the door we entered through might just shut behind us, right? Indeed, in fact, it is unclear whether the door is still open. I recommend a quick return to the bus now that our two primary objectives have been secured. So, she says, if you would permit me to speak my mind, executive manager, even if this was not the Great Lakes, the outskirts is an extremely perilous place. This curiosity cannot be a reason for us to risk getting stranded in the environment. Looks like you've got to hurry back. Well then, catcher. Domino tossed the carved wooden doll in my direction. It does not appear to be anything dangerous. Let us inspect it further after return. We mustn't delay any longer than we have to. Yeah, good idea. Some sinners had passed out and had to be carried by the others. Most couldn't stop gagging at the stench, but we still made our way back to the door. The door has remained open. We made it back to the safety of Mephistopheles. Some time later... Boo, stinky, Crayon, evacuate. Crayon quickly made her escape to the deck. And Virgilus greeted us in the cabins with a terrifying gaze. Looks like everyone's had quite the adventure. Covered in blood and guts, and with a disgusting stench to boot. Oh, this is... Manager, I can't hear you anyway. So just reply to my query with a nod or a shake. Your replies better match up with my expectations, of course. I have but one question. Was it you who made the call? I hesitated for a moment before nodding affirmatively. I might get reprimanded, or maybe he was worse things in mind with me, but it was I who decided to go along with their plan. This was not have happened without my authority. Good, then my question is over. Huh? I will leave it to you to deal with this mess. You may rest afterwards, and please do something about the foul stench. Well then, With that, Virgil has disappeared into the back door once again. That's unexpected. I thought my time had finally come. Be glad the best consultation is a consultation not had indeed. Alas, behold, one and all. I didn't know when she had the time to pick it up in all the chaos, but Don Quixote managed to haul a huge sack of gifts back to Mephistopheles. You picked that up from that mess. I had laid claim upon the evil gnome trinkets. Now that's some real commitment. What all that for? Art thou truly unaware of mine intention? 'Tis for adorning our ship with Christmas decorations. Wait now, but we're still like 3 months from Christmas. Agreed, let's not risk healing old wounds to lower the morale for our companies. Oh, it has been getting better with time, little by little. Yeah, we can all grow beyond it eventually. Marvelous. Then this proved to be occasion most fit for a party, then. Wait. Oh, there's just no voice acting for this, I just realised. Don't tell me you went through all that trouble for some party decorations. According to Dante's explanation, this incident was spurred on by Heathcliff's need for an outfit. Heathcliff has been silently brooding in his seat, his face buried in his palms out of shame, most likely. Verily, verily, yet that very costume we had thought was worn by none other than that monstrous giant. I don't suppose it would fit Sir Heathcliff anyhow. Forget it. It wasn't the kind of look I was going for anyway. What did I say, Heath? We'll help you out as soon as we land. Okay, the outfit one thing, yeah, but you are speaking of the port ship we sailed past, the port ship on which the hair salon that printed those hair coupons conducted their business. The coupons could not be used as the port ship was not our charted route. Leave it to me to style your hair. I've done my sisters' and younger siblings' hair pretty often. We don't know how long we'll be floating on the damn lake anyway, besides, I don't even know how to dress myself properly. I was going to attempt to trial and error method. Okay, damn, my eyes are watery. Why? Yeah, at least tell us what Virgilus gave you, just so we know what you're so anxious about. Sod it. After a deep, heavy sigh, Heathcliff produced a letter. So that's something Virgilus gave you. Oh, I remember. My family used this envelope before. It made from the very expensive paper made only in limited quantities at a time. It's quite a luxurious envelope. Can we read it, Heath? Sure, it's nothing impressive. Then Dante, why don't you read it out loud for the rest of us? Sure. Roger handed me the letter. It was written in a beautiful series of cursive handwriting drawn to an almost calligraphic perfection. I began reading. From Wuthering Heights, we cordially extend your honored guest an invitation to the... What is this here? Somebody colored over the part of the letter. Well, I'll keep reading. Venue, Wuthering Heights Tea Corp Nest. Should you accept our invitation, please convene at the designated point by 4 in the afternoon on the 24th with this letter on your person. Please honor this occasion with your presence. With great respect, Nelly. Oh, and down here's a postscript. It's written in a different handwriting from the rest of the letter. P.S. You have to be here, Heath. I'll be waiting, Cassie. We had no way to tell what kind of occasion it was, on account of it being coloured over, but the wild hunt. Clearly the rest of the letter contents had stoked the fire of passion Heathcliff's heart once again. So, you gotta look fashionable and classy for this Cassie person, right? Well, yeah, but there's more to it than... Shh, quiet now. Now I can clearly see why you were so impatient, Heath. Hey, what are you looking at me like that, oi? I'll leave it up to you to style as hairmaster, hairdresser, Honglu. I wouldn't call myself a master. Wait, what are you two taking? What is the bloody hell is... Yeah, Roger's got quite the grip strength. You won't free yourself from her anytime soon. The two sinners practically hauling Heathcliff by the arms disappeared into the back door. No, Heathcliff's fate was sealed. To be a mannequin, to now motivated and unbearably bored Roger various experiments. I can hang this trinket here. Don Quixote began humming a song, a carol perhaps, as she placed the various trinkets around the bus. I decided to go out of the deck for some air. I leaned on the railing and dug through my pockets. The wooden doll Domino the Hunter gave me just as we hurriedly left. I held it and felt its texture under my fingers. My eyes looked into the distance towards where the outskirts lies. I thought for a moment about the gnomes, the giant, and the thing Domino told me. I suppose there are people with stories in the outskirts too. Stories different from those of the city. Faust approached from behind and stood next to me. I wasn't sure how much of what I said she heard. Follow the stars, Dante. Star by star, then you will one day learn. So far now, follow the closest star that shines before your eyes. Yeah, I have to focus on the stories of the city for now. I don't even know who I really am, after all. Joyous laughter and frustration howls echoed out of the cabin. They must be finishing dressing up Heathcliff. Why don't we go take a look at how Heathcliff is doing, Faust? You make a rather tempting offer, Dante. The added colour to the bus interior warmed my heart a little. Yield my flesh to claim their bones. Second Walpurgis Night. Yield my flesh to claim their bones. This should be interesting. You know what? And let's just do some Lux Caves. Yes. No, let's just try jumping in with these three. Wonder how the streams are going. The short one is short, and did it end? No. So we've had 26 views. At one point we have 10 views altogether. That's cool. And this one is 25 views altogether. Just spread out. Well, kind of on 2 modules. I'm just going to be doing this for a little bit, so I might as well end the stream here. Thank you all for coming and watching. It's been greatly appreciated. To anyone new, please consider subscribing, as it is greatly appreciated. See you all next time. Bye.